We've all heard of burnout. It's a state of chronic stress leading to exhaustion and detachment. Burnout is often loud and visible, marked by a clear decline in performance and well-being. But what about the feeling of just existing, of going through the motions without passion or purpose? This is languishing. It's that sense of stagnation and emptiness that can be harder to identify. It's the emptiness between burnout and flourishing. Languishing is subtle. It doesn't scream for attention, but it quietly saps your motivation and focus. It's not always obvious, like burnout. You might not even realize you're languishing until you notice how much you're struggling to find joy or meaning in your daily tasks. It's more of a slow, creeping feeling. It can make even the simplest tasks feel like a chore, draining your energy and enthusiasm over time. You're not necessarily unhappy, but you're not thriving either. You're simply not engaged. Your work feels monotonous and your days blend into one another. This feeling of stagnation is a silent epidemic in our workplaces. It's pervasive, affecting many employees who might not even realize they're experiencing it. People are showing up, but they're not fully present. They're physically there, but mentally checked out, going through the motions without true engagement. They're not bringing their best selves to work. Their creativity, innovation and productivity are all diminished. This affects not just individual well-being, but also organizational success. When employees languish, the entire organization suffers from reduced morale and lower overall performance. We often focus on preventing burnout, ensuring that we don't reach a point of exhaustion and disengagement. But what about fostering true engagement and fulfillment? How do we create an environment where people are not just present but fully involved and passionate about their work? It's not enough to simply survive at work. We need to thrive, to feel a sense of accomplishment and joy in what we do every day. Recent research highlights the importance of meaning and purpose in our work. It shows that when we understand the impact of our efforts, we are more motivated and driven. When we find meaning in what we do, we are more engaged, productive and resilient. This sense of purpose fuels our passion and commitment. We experience a sense of belonging and contribution. We feel connected to our colleagues and the larger mission of the organization. This goes beyond simply having a good job with good pay and benefits. It's about creating a workplace culture that values each individual and their unique contributions. It's about connecting with something larger than ourselves, feeling valued, and making a difference. When we thrive, we not only improve our own well-being, but also contribute to the success and growth of our organization. Leaders need to be able to identify the signs of languishing in their teams. This requires observation, empathy, and open communication. Look for signs of decreased enthusiasm, lowered productivity, and a lack of creativity. Employees might seem withdrawn or cynical. They may express a lack of interest in their work or in professional development opportunities. Don't mistake these signs for laziness or incompetence. Languishing is often a symptom of a deeper issue, such as a lack of meaning, autonomy, or connection. Section 4, leading the way to a thriving workplace. So how can leaders combat languishing and cultivate a thriving workplace? It begins with understanding the core needs of your team. Leaders must be proactive in identifying areas where employees feel disengaged or undervalued. It starts with creating an environment where people feel valued, supported, and empowered. This means actively listening to their concerns and providing the necessary resources to address them. Give employees autonomy over their work. Trust them to manage their tasks and make decisions that impact their roles. Encourage them to take ownership and make decisions. This not only boosts their confidence, but also fosters a sense of responsibility and accountability. Foster a sense of competency by providing opportunities for growth and development. Offer training programs, workshops, and mentorship to help them enhance their skills. Connect employees to a sense of purpose. Show them how their work aligns with the company's mission and values and how it makes a difference. Help them see how their work contributes to the bigger picture. This can be done through regular updates and transparent communication about company goals and achievements. Recognize and celebrate their contributions. Acknowledge their hard work and achievements through awards, public recognition, or simple thank you notes. This reinforces their value and motivates them to continue performing at their best. Section 5. Cultivating a culture of fulfillment. Creating a thriving workplace is not a one-time initiative. It's about building a culture that prioritizes well-being and fulfillment. Regularly assess employee engagement and well-being. Provide resources like mental health support and stress management training. Train managers to identify and address languishing in their teams. By prioritizing employee well-being, leaders can create a workplace where people feel inspired, motivated, and fulfilled. A workplace where people don't just survive, but truly thrive.